Hello everybody, welcome to Deluxe Collectibles, and today we're going to be covering all of the Funko news for December 16th of 2020. Now we have quite a bit to cover in this video, so I hope you do go on to enjoy, and without further ado, let's get straight into it here with the first piece of news. Alright, now the first piece of news that we have here are for 4 brand new Pokemon Pops that were revealed for the new wave, and the first one that we have to go over is Ponyta right here, and I honestly think the sculpt for Ponyta looks really fantastic. I felt like they did a really good job here. I'm glad with kind of the design that they went with. I think it looks pretty cool. And then the one that we have to the right of Ponyta is Mew right here, of course, a really highly desirable legendary Pokemon, so it's cool that we're getting that in pop form, kind of to go with Mewtwo as well, which will be pretty cool to match those two together. And I like the blue eyes on Mew as well, and the kind of floating pose also. Then we have Raichu as well, who I think looks really amazing. Raichu is one of my favorite Pokemon. I just absolutely love his design. I think it just looks so fantastic and so cute as well. So I love that they're making that into a Funko Pop. I would love to see a Alolan Raichu as well, maybe at some point. I think that would be really cool, surfing on his tail. And then the last one that we have is a Silver Pikachu. Nothing too exciting here. I feel like it's a little bit bland, but we all know Funko loves to do their silver and gold Funko Pops, so it's to be expected. So nonetheless, I think it's a pretty good wave of new Pokemon Pops. A brand new wave that we have here for Star Wars is a really interesting one. We had seen this leaked a little bit earlier in the year, but now we are finally getting the full official reveal here, and this is for the Star Wars Valentine's Day Pops, and I think they're definitely quite interesting. I'm not sure if I'm a huge fan of these, just because I don't really love it when Funko Pops just kind of go with a minimalist direction, where it's just not too much to the paint job here. I feel like it's just, of course, it's going for that Valentine's Day aesthetic, but I almost would have rather seen them do something similar to like the Christmas versions of the Star Wars Pops, where it's still their normal paint jobs, but they're just given like a Christmas accessory. I think that would have been kind of cool to see, maybe just giving them the box of chocolates or the heart box and then just keeping them the same color scheme. But also, you may like this, how it's in this full color scheme, so I'll be interested to hear how many people wind up picking up these Pops. Then the next piece of news that we have here is for a brand new Star Wars Pop here, and this one is going to be a Mandalorian IG-11 with Child Pop and Tea bundle, and I think that this looks really fantastic. I'm very excited that we're getting this sort of moment from the series where IG-11 is carrying the child. I think that just looks so cool, and I love the design there. It's probably now my favorite IG-11 Pop. I think it's just such a cool design there, and I think it looks really great, and of course, whenever you add the child to a Pop, it just takes it to another level, and I like the t-shirt design as well. I think just overall, it's a really great bundle. Now another piece of news that we have here is for a brand new PX Previews Dragon Ball Z Pop, and this one is SS2 Goku with energy, and it has a chase version as well, which is glow in the dark, so a pretty cool looking figure there, I would say. I'm not really like following Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball just in general, so I'm not too familiar. Of course, I know of Goku, but like this specific sort of stance and everything, I think it does look cool, but it's nothing, it doesn't mean much to me personally, so it's not something that I'll be going after, but I'm sure that fans of Dragon Ball Z will definitely want to pick up this Pop. Alright, now the next piece of news that we have here are for 2 Pops, and these are both from the Flintstones, but they are new sculpts here for Barney and Fred, and I think that both of these look really fantastic. I love that they both have different cereals in their hands. I think that that is really amazing as well, and I really like the sculpts overall. I think they did a great job of translating the Flintstones designs into the Funko Pops. I know this isn't the first time we're getting that, but it's just cool to see it here, and especially in 2 really cool common figures. Another piece of news that we have here is for a brand new Pop icon right here, and this one is Bozo the Clown, and I gotta say I actually really like the sculpt of this one. It looks a tiny bit creepy because I feel like you can never get away from that with clowns. They're always just gonna look a little bit creepy, especially after you've seen films like It with Pennywise. It's hard to look at them in the same way, but I still do think the design looks pretty cool here, and it's definitely a unique looking clown as well, so I like it quite a bit. Now the next Pop pop that we have here is from the Marvel Street Art collection, and it is actually the final one, it seems, in this first sort of collection of street art pops. I don't know if they'll wind up doing more of them. I'd be really interested to kind of hear how many people collect this line, because I'm not a huge fan of it. I just find it so difficult to kind of make out who the character is, other than, of course, with this one, it's obvious because you have Spider-Man printed right on the front of the head there, and also the pose as well is pretty iconic as well. So there are aspects like that, but I think just overall it's not really something that I'm too interested in, but I can definitely appreciate the really cool artwork. Next up here, we've got a brand new Around the World pop here, and this one is Carmen, and I honestly think this one has such a cool design. It's very well detailed, so I can appreciate that a lot. I love the rose on their head. I think that looks really great, and I just love these pops. Whenever I talk about them, I always mention that I love that they include a pin. I think that's just so great because you're getting a nice little bit of extra value there with the figure, and I think just overall, it's a cool concept. Next up here, we have some brand new Funko Shop exclusives, and the first one that we've got is Chester Cheetah here in his Diamond Collection form, and I think that this is a pretty cool looking figure here. Of course, we've got in previous versions of Chester Cheetah, so it's nothing too exciting or brand new, but I do like the look of it with the Diamond Collection sort of aesthetic to it, so I can definitely appreciate this pretty cool Funko Shop exclusive. Then the next Funko Shop exclusive that we have here is a Glowworm, and this one is of course a glow-in-the-dark one and a Funko Shop exclusive once again, and I think that this one has an alright design. I've never been a huge fan of like the Glowworm design. I think it is kind of cute, but at the same time it looks kind of weird as well, at least in my opinion, but I can definitely appreciate the kind of cool pattern on the pajamas there. I do like that, so I'd say overall it's still a pretty good figure. Now the last Funko Shop exclusive that we have here is probably the one that I would say I like the most out of the three of them, and this one is from the Transformers wave, and this one is the Nemesis Prime. So I think that this one's honestly really cool. It kind of came out of nowhere. I didn't really think they would wind up doing this sort of variant here, and I think that it honestly looks really cool with that really nice sleek paint job. I think that looks fantastic, and I would say overall it's probably my favorite of these three exclusives. Another piece of news that we have here is for a brand new Pacapaca line right here, and this is for the Daisy Duke dogs. Now, I don't collect any of the Pacapaca figures, but I can definitely appreciate the really cool designs that they all have, and I think that this line is no exception here. I think there's some pretty cool looking designs, so be sure to let me know if you're going to pick up any of these Pacapacas. Alright, now that's going to conclude this Funko News video here for December 16th of 2020. I hope you did enjoy, and if you did, it would be highly appreciated if you could leave a like on the video, and also subscribe as well if you want to see future Funko News, and be sure to let me know in the comment section down below if you have any questions about any of the pops that we talked about in this video, and also be sure to let me know which ones are you most anticipating, and which ones do you want to pick up the most out of the ones mentioned in this video. So thanks so much for checking it out. I really appreciate it. I will see you all next time, and always remember, keep on collecting.